What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use stories to actually start converting a lot of your audience into paying clients for your online fitness coaching business. So as an example, I'm going to use my business, but you just have to simply insert your own transformation into this. I'm going to show you exactly how to break it down. But for those of you guys who watched the last 7-figure fitness coach masterclass, you guys will know how the actual funnel that we use works, right? So this isn't mainly for top of funnel. That's more so for content, which I'll quickly dive into. In terms of content, if you don't know exactly what to make, I'll create another video for you guys as well. But you have educational and you have transformational content. So examples for this would be, this is an example of educational content. If you want to go look at my page, take a look at the video. Educational, the goal is to educate the audience on something they didn't already know. In terms of transformational, you can look at videos like, for instance, like this, transformational videos. Shows point A from where I was at before to where I'm at now. So very simple. For a lot of you guys who need further clarification on this, like I said, I'll create another video in the future. But let's talk about a little bit more of like middle of funnel. So what this does is it nurtures your audience, and it's going to start with actually converting them over to actually being able to join into your program. Because a lot of people right now, they might have a ton of followers, or they might have like even 1,000 followers. Like if you have 1,000 people that are watching you, then I'm sure like 2 to 3 of them will actually convert into paying customers. You just don't know how to convert them right. And that's exactly why you're on this video right now. So what I want you guys to do is first identify current state, dream outcome. So this can be when you were skinny, that was your current state at the time, and their dream outcome is to be, jacked, right? Depending on your offer, this all needs to correlate back with your offer. And for those of you guys who need further clarification for how to craft a good offer, go back and watch the 7-figure fitness coach masterclass, full breakdown on how to compile the right offer. So with that being said, the first thing I want you guys to do is to post a story basically saying that, for a lot of people that are new, that are following me, who see what I look like now, my life wasn't always like this. There was a point in time where I wasn't in the exact physical shape I'm in. There was a point in time where I wasn't exactly where I'm at now. And that's what you're going to portray these next stories. So the first story you need to post is your point A. Like, where did you start at? Because the whole idea of this entire funnel is that you're going to show people your entire transformation and how you did it with all the information. You're giving them the what, basically. So for instance, I was working at a gym, only had a couple dollars to my name, etc. Right? I hated working long hours. This was point A. This is point A for a lot of people. And this might be point A for some of you guys watching this video right now. You might be working at a gym. You might be a personal trainer. You might be a struggling fitness coach. And for a lot of you guys, you're at this point A, and you want to break through this cycle. So this is exactly why you can start implementing this exact system, right? So point A, this was me here. And so I understand exactly where a lot of you guys are coming from. The next thing is talking a little bit about the ramp up. So what did you do to start getting in shape, or what did you do to start making that transformation for yourself? For me, I started venturing into fitness content. I got with a couple sponsorships at the time. Things were going really well. From there, my life started to take a big turn. I was representing one of the biggest companies in fitness, brought my dream life into reality. So you have to start portraying your own story through that, right? But along with every story, there's always going to be struggles along the way. So having that vulnerability and showing the struggles is also very, very important, right? So a few months later, I started to struggle with the entirety of social media as a whole. And I realized, maybe like working with these companies is not it. I'm only making 15%. I want to make 100%. Or for you, it might be like, going to the gym, like maybe you're working out at home and you started going to a real life gym and like you started struggling because you didn't know what to do. A lot of people struggle with the same thing. That's what you just basically have to identify. Something that a lot of people also struggle with so that you can come to that like relation. And I'm sure there's something you did struggle with that other people do too. So find that and then find how you overcame the struggle. So for me, a few months later, I shut down my clothing brand. I started selling information and coaching others on how to build their brand as well as how to get in shape. So I got into fitness coaching. I got into, brand building. And then from there, my life changed. Like once I did that, I realized there was no overhead cost with this. I could sell my own service. And I knew it was something I was passionate about. I knew how much my life changed. And I knew I was in a better state than I was in back here. That's kind of the goal of what this next stories are for, right? Then from there, I realized like I started basically stacking my clients' results. Everybody was crushing it. And for you, like you don't have to put your, like if you don't have any clients, you don't have any testimonials, what you can do, you can go get people for free that you can start training and get them testimonials. Or 2, what you can do is just actually use your own testimonial. So be like, and it took me from here to here. So I knew I had something special, or like I knew I had something that, really worked for me. Right. So from there, the next goal of what you want people to do is then start a message conversation with you. And you could do this multiple ways. You could say like, DM me the word blank if you want to go from where I was at before to where I'm at now. if you're making the same mistakes, you could DM me the word fit if you want to, go from skinny to jacked, just like I did. For me, I was like, you know what? Swipe up on this story. Let's get you in here 3 months so you don't have to make the same mistakes using systems that actually work. So that's the main thing, is like getting people to start a conversation with you from these stories. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably like, too many people are going to click off these stories. There's way too many of them. They're too long. But the truth is, all of the people that come across these like stories, and if they click through them and like they don't buy or they don't sell, they're just more likely to see you in the future and realize, okay, maybe I need to make a change. But the people who just completely click off, they're not going to buy from you anyway. So it doesn't matter. But the idea of this is to, one, break people's limiting beliefs, to think that this is possible for myself to do because I seen Joe do it. I've seen this person do it, whatever it might be. It also shows social proof and documentation. If you can document it, your entire journey of like, I went from skinny to jacked, you're going to have more people that are going to want to interact with this CTA right here, as opposed to like you just spamming CTAs, right? It also gives prospects a reason to interact with it. So kind of like what I mentioned before, like if people see the full process, there's more of a reason for why people are going to actually want to be a part of what you're talking about, be a part of what you're doing. So this is a very, very simplified funnel that you can start implementing today to get clients into your business. Because for a lot of you guys who are simply struggling with conversion, just use, this story funnel, right? Because like I mentioned in the 7-figure masterclass, you guys can use stories to implement it into your content to actually, make things work. Also, with that being said, if you guys are struggling with getting new eyes into your stuff, then I recommend just posting content. Content is gonna be key. If you want to do it very fast, then you can do it with ads as well. And if you guys want to learn how to implement the ads the right way, if you want to learn how to implement all of this the right way, all you need to do, simply shoot me a message on Instagram, or you can book a call with me below, and I will get on the call with you and kind of run you through the entire process of what I use to basically be able to utilize this full funnel pretty easily. So yeah, guys, for a lot of you guys, I hope this helps out in utilizing this simplified story funnel. I figured I'd make this video for you guys today because I don't see a lot of people really talking about how to use this or how to implement something like this. Typically what you see is just people who implement CTAs, but if you don't have the right content and the right information backed up behind the CTA, it's not going to work. So I hope this helps you guys out. Shoot me a follow on Instagram. I'll put it down in the description. Shoot me a like on this video, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate you all.